Hello, let's do the Netflix puzzled Starstruck for June 4th. We'll do the easy then the hard. Easy is called 4. Let's play. The way we play is in each row, each column, and each colored region, we're placing exactly one star. Stars also can't touch each other, even diagonally. So what I'm seeing is this rightmost column is only brown. So wherever the column is going to place its star, it's going to put it in brown, meaning we can't have another one in brown outside of that column. That means this column is only going to be able to place an indigo because it can't place it in brown. So the rest of indigo is out as well. Okay. We have this formation here. I saw this all at once, so I picked an order. This two-cell formation here, it removes from the rest of the row because it's going to have a star in it. We need a star in every region. And so it's going to remove from the rest of the row because that star is going to be in that row. But also it removes from these and these, which is very important to know about two-cell regions because it would touch wherever the star is. So it can't possibly also be a star or a touch. So removing those two means there's only one place in gray. So we get our first star, and that places it in blue, which places it in green. Yellow's down to these two, but we've already done all the eliminations for that. The top row is going to have to place in brown. Indigo has one place left. Yellow, red, orange, and we're done. Alrighty. We are going to go back and do the hard. It's called corner brackets. All right. This isn't a X-wing, but we got these. It's like an almost X-wing. Interesting. What can we do with that? Well, let me see if there's anything simple to do first. Like, it's not obvious what can be done here. Might have to analyze the almost X-wing. Yeah, I'm not seeing much to do. Hope I'm not missing something obvious. So I'm going to explain how this is almost an X-wing and what's confounding that. They call it an X-wing, so I'm kind of forced to call it an X-wing. I would probably call it something else, maybe like a rectangle strategy or something. Because what we're really looking for is a rectangle. Like, can you kind of drive a car around in a rectangle here and visit every cell of 4 regions? So what we're talking about here is I've highlighted 2 rows and 2 columns. So in 2 rows and 2 columns, we expect anywhere from 2 to 4 stars, no more, no less. We could get away with 2 by putting them in the corners, like corner here and corner here. That would let us do 2. We could also do 4 by doing them only on the edges and avoiding the corners. We could do 3 by doing 1 corner and 2 edges. Now, normally in an X-wing, what we would say is this fully covers green, orange, blue, and red. And because it fully covers them, each of those regions is going to donate a star to those 2 rows, 2 columns, meaning we're going to have exactly 4 stars. Meaning we can't have more stars, so the rest of those rows and columns will get eliminated. And we can't place at the intersections, because if we place at an intersection, we have fewer than 4 stars. But the problem is we have these extra spots where a star could escape our little net here. And so we can't say that there's exactly 4 stars in green, orange, blue, red. There could be up to 2 missing in this rectangle here. I don't think including 2 more rows or 2 more columns is going to do the job, because then that's up to 6 stars. So what I'm hoping is there's something we can do with this. With almost, it's often good to think about if X is true, what happens, and if Y is true, what happens, and is there overlap there? So I don't really see any, to give an example. The potential eliminations are this, 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 and this for the X-wing, as well as the rest of this row, the rest of this row, and the rest of this column. There you go. So that's what the X-wing eliminates, and the stars eliminate just like their row, column, and what's around them. So I guess the corners can't be in, right? Because if the X-wing is true, actually no, I can't really say that, right? Because I could, if the X-wing weren't true, I could like bring in orange. You know what? I think it still works. Does it? I don't know. I don't think it works this way. It would have to be something eliminated by all four of these. There's definitely not anything like that. Okay, so maybe this X-wing comes into play later after we eliminate these. That's the only thing I can think of. Or there's just no X-wing. So yeah, I guess that was a divergence, but I didn't know it would go nowhere. Maybe I should have. I'm trying to look to see if there's any way we can eliminate these little wedges here. The corner brackets, right? We also kind of have an like the makings of an X-wing on the edges, but not really. I wonder if there's any lineups we can do. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, this lineup here we can do. So the right four rows, sorry, not rows, the right four columns, these four columns. We're going to have 4 stars. I can tell you one of them's going to be in blue, one of them's going to be in orange, one of them's going to be in gray, and the fourth one's going to be in brown. So if you're not those 4 colors, you don't get stars. We already used all 4 of them. I don't think we have the same on the left 4. But what does that do for me? Is this out? Surprisingly, yes. Every single one of these cells touches this guy. Touches or sees. Row, column, yeah. So that's out. Not that it matters. Maybe it matters, who knows? So can I do it with the 4 rows down here? I think I can actually. So these 4 rows below, we've got 1, 2, 3, and 4. So if you're not those colors, you're out. So yellow's getting eaten by this. So yellow's just down to this row. So we can get rid of the rest of the row. I still haven't gotten my X-wing that I wanted. Oh, brown's down to this column. So we actually get our first star. Okay. So it's not an X-wing. We actually have to take one of these wedge corners. Oh, that's interesting. Because the X-wing would have eliminated that star. Okay. Well, I was wrong. We don't use the X-wing. So blue and this dark orange line up now. I guess a better way to put it is this row has only one place to put. It's going to be in red. This is now out because of these 3. This is on the X-wing. It doesn't matter. Oh, this is out as well because it sees olive green. Oh, yellow's just down to this one. That gives us dark orange. And blue. So there's our wedge that we needed. That's orange. Green is also a wedge. Okay. What do you know? There we go. And there. We're done. So, useless. For the first 4 minutes of this puzzle spent explaining something that wasn't used. Oh, but it was still informative. And how'd you do?